Welcome to the Visualize Meditations podcast, hosted by your gal pal, Sasha Patil, a Chopra certified meditation teacher, athlete, and adventurer. This is a place where high performance and health meets fulfillment and fun. Each week, I'm bringing you guided visualization meditations and honest solo sessions where I share personal development, my most unhinged stories, and intimate interviews. Whether we're chatting wellness, achievement, or building an aligned community, we're here to create the life of your dreams and have an absolute blast doing it. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite, the Visualize Meditations podcast. It's your gal pal Sasha, and to paint the scene for you right now, I'm currently in LA. It's the beginning of May, and I've got a lot to say. My birthday was a couple of days ago. I took the entire week off because I'm that bitch. I'm not typically the one to be like birthday week, but it kind of just like happens that way. You know, there's always a good Marvel movie that comes out on my birthday. There's always something fun happening. And the weird thing about dates and the weird thing about birthdays, I feel like for me is a time of reflection where I think about where was I last year? Where was I the year before? I think about everything I've done on that day years and years prior. And I think about where I am and where I've grown and how I've grown in that time. And how it's so crazy where you can be celebrating one year doing some crazy shit and then you have absolutely zero fucking idea and zero fucking clue where you're going to be the following year. And that's just so crazy to me. And it's been really cool to kind of sit back and think about it. But historically, there's always like a nice, good movie that comes out. I saw Devil Wears Prada 2 that came out this past weekend. It was cute. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, go see it. But honestly, it was just like 2 hours of watching dopamine rushes with gorgeous costumes and a great cast in New York and Milan. And it was just, stunning. It was really fun. And, I've been thinking, and I took the week off. My childhood best friends are actually on their way here right now. They're on the plane as we speak. And my childhood best friends are coming in for a couple of days. I took the week off from work and I've just been working on the pod, honestly. Since my days off, I've just been really working on the pod. I've been signing into work and like working here and there. And I'm going to be spending some good quality time with my really close friends as I'm in this new transitional season of life. One of my childhood best friends, his birthday is the day before mine. So it's kind of like combined birthday trip. We're going to go to Joshua Tree. We're going to just get silly and have great best friend time. And I'm just really looking forward to spending some great quality time with them. And I think back to years prior, and I definitely want to go back and tell the story about what happened on my last birthday, on my 27th birthday, because I did record about it, but the audio quality was so horrible. And there are a lot more of you now than there were back then to listen to these crazy stories. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to tell that story. So once upon a time, on this girl's 27th birthday, I was traveling around the globe. I was, bopping back and forth between places, and I did not know what I was going to do for my birthday. And then I saw online that Kygo, one of my favorite artists, and Rufus Du Sol, another one of my favorite artists, were going to be back-to-back nights in Miami on the first weekend of May. And it's also F1 weekend in Miami. So I was like, okay, hello, Miami, let's fucking go. So I fly in and I go see a Marvel movie that comes out. It was real cute. I can't even remember which one it was, honestly. But I ended up seeing a Marvel movie. And then I had some like friends blow me off that whole weekend. It's a different story for a different day. And I can go on and on about friendship breakups and the too long didn't read. And the lesson of the story is observe how other people treat you, be neutral and act accordingly, because some people will just show you how they are treating you. Anyway, so it was birthday magic weekend. So Thursday was Marvel movie. Friday was Kygo, which I was super stoked about. And one thing I want to zoom back on is when I started my travel journey, I wrote down an entire list of things I wanted to do, things I wanted to like manifest, or things I wanted to experience or go see or visit or bucket list items. And one of those was to go to an F1 race. Now, let me just preface for you right now, I am not an F1 girly. Funny enough, I'm an athlete and I've played a ton of different sports. But I actually don't follow sports really at all, even tennis. Like, I'm a huge tennis fan, but I don't really follow the sport at all. I don't even know who's number one right now. I just love going to the games and the events, and I just grew up playing. And like, I can appreciate a great sport and I can appreciate watching it and like the craftsmanship and the absolute utter determination, and I really appreciate it, but like I just don't follow sports. So, but I'm there for the aesthetics of F1, you know what I mean? Like I'm there for the vibes, whatever. And I wrote it down and I knew that F1 weekend was this weekend in Miami, but I was like, you know what? I don't care enough about F1 to actually pay for this thing. Like I'm not doing it. So the night before, on Thursday night when I go see that Marvel movie, I get a text from one of my girlfriends and she's like, "Hey, just fill out this link and we'll see what happens." So I filled out my like email name on this link, and Friday morning I get a text saying that I got 4 free tickets to go to F1 that day. What? Okay. Cool. So my friends and I, we get in the car, we take an Uber, we take a 1-hour Uber to F1, which we definitely recorded a podcast episode during that car ride. So if you want to listen, it's the Perla and Mika episode around my birthday last year. And we took the Uber there. We were there. We saw some cars. We saw my gal pal Monica. We got some pizza. If you're ever in Miami, go to Miami Slice. It's the best pizza. It's so incredible. Obsessed with it. I miss it so much. We were only there for an hour and then took the Uber all the way back because I had to go see Kygo that night. My friend from high school, Mike, flew in for my birthday. So I met him at the Airbnb and we went to the casino together. I love video roulette. Kygo's playing at the Hard Rock. We go up, we're playing some video roulette. We're just hanging out, we're having fun. We go to see the show, the Kygo show, and we go up and we are in the second to last row. I don't know if you've ever seen Gilmore Girls, but that episode Concert Returns where Lorelai and Suki are sitting in the very, very back, like one row away from the back row. That was literally me. I was in the very, very back, but I'm there having the best time. I'm just jamming out. Things are amazing. I got free F1 tickets. I played some video roulette. I'm about to see Kygo. The opener is so good. And then all of a sudden I see a security guard go and talk to some people in the last row behind us. And I was like, huh, okay, that's weird. And then I see this group of people get up and leave with the security guard. And I turn to my friend Mike and I go, "Mike, we're going with them." And he goes, "What?" I'm like, "What's the worst that happens? They tell us to go back to our seats. Okay, fine." And the girl and the guy in front of me, we were like kind of chatting with them. And I was like, "You know what? Come with us. We're going." We all get up and we follow this big kind of group, maybe like 6, 7 people. We follow this group down to the platform where the security guard takes us to another security guard. And that second security guard has a whole sheet of those paper bracelets, and I didn't say anything. I just stuck my wrist out and I was like, "Oh, I don't know. The security guard told me to come, whatever." She puts a wristband on me, and it turns out it's a wristband to go down to the VIP section in the front for free, question mark, on the same day that I happened to manifest free F1 tickets. Are you fucking kidding me? In the same day. So we go down and we have the best night of all time. Kygo's incredible. I'm dancing my ass off. I know every single fucking word to every single song. I love Kygo. Absolutely insane. It's just like the most magical night ever. Next day, got up and hung out by the pool with my friends, hit the gym, and then we went to go see Rufus Du Sol. We had the pregame at mine. It was just a blast. And then we ended up hanging out and staying up late, just like hanging out, watching, the Jungle Volcano music video for their album. If you haven't watched it, watch it, or it's just really good to put in the background. It's incredible. First of all, that album, the Jungle album, Volcano, is insane. It was my #1 album last year, and I can listen to that thing on repeat. This year, I'm sure it's going to be the Somber album. That's a sidetrack, but we just had to mention it, okay? Or maybe the Jack Harlow album, unsure. Anyway, and then the next day, actual birthday, I went on a little boat ride with my friends, and it was so much fun, and it was just absolute magic. And this year, was a little bit more calm and subtle, but it was just as magic. And you know what? We're still in the middle of it. We're still in the birthday week magic. We started it with Devil Wears Prada. We just have been having some magic time. There's just magic in the air. But we started it with Devil Wears Prada Saturday night. And then Sunday, I worked on the pod all day from the moment I got up to the moment I got to sleep. I worked on the podcast and did some admin. On Monday, which was my actual birthday, I got up, worked on the podcast in the morning, and then I did the holy trifecta: massage, nails, hair, and then I went out for dinner with the guy I'm seeing. And I'm not going to chat more about that because it's just private for now. And all you need to know about it is that he's lovely and it's going well, and that's it. Yesterday, I worked on the podcast all day, and my childhood best friends come in today. And I definitely know I'm in the middle of some birthday magic right now. I know magic is being conjured. I know magic is happening. Things are really in a transitional time for me in my life. I'm just so excited for this new year of life. And I'm just so excited to see what's going to happen and where things are going. Last night, I was journaling late into the night, just 4 pages of brain dump of brainstorming all these things I just want to invite into my life and all these things I'm so excited about moving forward. And just to document this moment in time, I just turned 28, and honestly, I am so happy. I'm so happy in this stage of my life. Life feels amazing. I'm just really excited for this new phase of life. If I'm just documenting right now in time how things are going, my physical health feels great. I'm not at my goals yet, but I'm moving my body every day and I'm eating really, really clean. I'm going on an hour and a half bike ride every day if I'm not working out somewhere, going to yoga or whatever. I'm doing my grocery shopping at the fucking farmer's market. I'm eating super, super clean at home. And then when I'm out, I eat whatever I want. So physical health is feeling great. Mental health is feeling great. I just love being in the sunshine. I love being here. Things are amazing. My friends and family, I've never been feeling more fulfilled ever, especially around my birthday. You know, you have people reach out and you have people like come and show you how much they're loving you and care about you. And it's really beautiful. My relationships feel so fulfilling right now. My romance life is great right now. There's a guy I'm seeing and some people, you know, who are always flooding the DMs and the texts, but whatever. One person I'm like actually seeing right now, which is going great. My career is feeling really good. I'm at a huge transitional moment in my career right now. And I'm really excited about all these projects that I'm going to be working on and all these things I want to do. And I can get into that a little bit more, but not a ton. My spirituality feels next level. I don't think I've ever felt more spiritually connected than I do right now. I feel like I've had so many signs from the universe or God or whatever you believe in, or I personally believe in the universe. I've had so many signs from the universe since I've gotten here that this is the right place for me. And that leads me to my physical environment, which is next level. This is definitely the place for me. I love it here. I am so happy here. I'm obsessed with it. I never want to leave. I'm just so happy in this life and things are just feeling great. Financially, things are again at a transitional time and a turning point, and there's a lot of uncertainty around my life right now in the career finances area, but it's all magic is being conjured and it's very exciting stuff. It's just transitional right now. But in general, things are feeling really good, and just I'm getting so many signs from the universe that are absolute magic, and they're all still falling into place. So I'm not going to share all of them, but one of them that happened yesterday was right now in this very transitional time of my life, naturally self-doubt comes up, right? And something I always say is feel fear, do it anyway. You know, the way to do something is to make a promise to yourself and you go for it, and things might be challenging and you might fail at something, but you'll get up and you'll face it and you'll do it again. And I'm about to go into this really new transition, this new season of life and this new year of life, and I'm really challenging myself with something and something really exciting. And I was just feeling some self-doubt yesterday. I was feeling some self-doubt. I was like not feeling so great. I was on the phone with a friend and that conversation wasn't making me feel great. And then I called my mom to kind of feel better, and my dad happened to be there and we were having a conversation and it didn't make me feel good. It just kind of piled on the self-doubt. And I was sending a voice message to my best friend, Josh. We have a podcast together called Mastermind Moments with my best friend, Josh Glanville. If you haven't listened, go back and listen or go and listen. It's great. It's like 2 best friends shooting the shit. So I'm sending a voice message to Josh telling him that I'm feeling kind of anxious and some self-doubt is creeping in. And it was a short voice message. And by the end, I was like, but I've had so many signs from the universe. I've had so many signs from the universe that I just have to listen, and I just have to follow them. I was like, I've had too many not to follow them. And I end this voice message, and I'm like, some tears are welting in my eyes, and I'm about to turn on my block, and I turn on my block, and I must have walked this block hundreds of times at this point. I don't know how many times, but a lot of times. And I turn on my block, and all of a sudden I look down, and my name is carved into the sidewalk. And it's not chalk, it's not paint, it's carved in, as if someone was laying down cement and it was carved in. And I never noticed it before. And my name is not a common name. Like, Sasha is not one you see on a necklace or a t-shirt when you're out and about. Like, it is not a common name. And my name was carved into the sidewalk literally as I just sent a voice message to my best friend telling him I was feeling self-doubt, but there were so many signs from the universe that I was doing the right thing, so I had to keep going. And as soon as I sent that, I literally get the most insane sign from the universe I've ever seen in my life, of my name literally carved into the sidewalk. And it was just for me like a confirmation of, you're doing the right thing. And a lot of times you just have to, like, things may seem scary and you may not know the outcome of something, but growth happens in uncertainty and growth happens in discomfort. And what I'm about to tackle and what I'm about to challenge myself with is something I've never done before. And it's really throwing a lot of certainty out the window and putting a lot of faith and a lot of trust into the universe, and just knowing that I'm going to give it everything I got. I'm going to give it everything I've got. I'm going to surrender to the experience, and I'm going to put my heart and my soul and my fun and creative energy into this thing. And I'm just going to give it everything I have, and I'm going to change some fucking lives. And just going to do the things that lights my soul on fire and makes it dance, and do the things that bring me tremendous joy and ideas that just feel alive to me, and just go towards them. These whispers of things that have been spoken to me for months, just gonna finally fucking do them. I'm gonna walk the talk. I can talk until I'm blue in the face about taking action towards your dreams and getting really clear about what you want in your life, and then going towards that with conviction and commitment and consistency. But at the end of the day, am I doing that myself? Am I feeling fear do it anyway? Am I doing that? And the answer is like, yes, in a lot of ways, but then no in others. And I look at my vision for my life, and I look at what I want for my life and what I'm desiring, and these dreams I have that I know I can create. And I sit there and I look at them, and I look at this poster I have with all of these like goals and dreams that I have. And I say, am I actually taking steps moving in that direction? Am I actually pushing the needle, moving in that direction? And if I'm not, where can I take bold, brave, beautiful action to move towards the life that I want, and move towards the life that I want to create for myself? And yeah, it might be scary, and yeah, it might be uncertain, but I know for a absolute motherfucking fact that everything will work out exactly the way it's supposed to. And that's not to say that it's going to be easy. That's not to say that it's going to be rainbows and butterflies. I'm sure there are going to be challenges. But at the same time, that's where growth happens. It comes from these challenges. It comes from discomfort. It comes from putting yourself outside your comfort zone. And that's what I'm going to fucking do. I'm going to push my limits, going to push the bounds, and put the input of creativity, joy, fun, dedication, and consistency and commitment into it. And the output is going to be fuck around and find out, who the hell knows what is going to come on the other side. All of this. And, going into my 28th year, my intentions are to move towards gratitude and faith and trust in the universe, and to move away from deconstructive criticism and chronic consistent stress. And I want to be the creator of my destiny rather than a manager of my circumstances. And I will co-create my reality with the universe by flowing and not forcing, by letting it all unfold exactly the way it's supposed to, and just giving it everything I got in the meantime, and also enjoying the fuck out of my life in the meantime, having so much fun, just having so much fun. Like, if it's not fun, don't do it. Have fun, put in the work, put in the energy, just absolutely give yourself to it all, because I heard this quote yesterday. It's no risk, no story. And I know for a fact that the universe has my back. And I know everything's going to work out exactly the way it's supposed to. And I know I'm going to figure anything out that I set my mind to. And I know I can figure anything out. I know if I'm determined to make something work, I'm going to make it work. And if it's not working immediately, I'm going to learn, I'm going to pivot, I'm going to adjust, and I'll keep going. And we'll just fuck around and see what happens. You know, if not now, when? If not you, who? So birthday magic isn't over yet. Who knows? Maybe I'll add a little bit more to this pod episode, maybe a little bit more to this section. You never know. As far as lessons from my 27th year was a real doozy, dude. It was so crazy, and I feel like I learned so much about who I am and what I want and what I desire. And I'm really, really fucking excited for all of it. Anyway, y'all, we will catch you guys next week on the Visualize Meditations podcast. Bye. I hope today's episode left you feeling inspired and aligned. Make sure you're following the show so you never miss out on our weekly meditations or solo chats. I love connecting with you guys. Let's talk on Instagram and TikTok at Visualize Meditations, and we will catch you guys next week on the Visualize Meditations podcast. Bye.